Would you care to go first or?
Ooh, my what? Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I literally okay, so when I'm writing my notes down, I feel like I was very, very hungry and very tired. So my first bullet point that I wrote was IDK, man. Was I the only one that was literally terrified of this man-eating tiger? There is just something about Shere Khan, especially like in both the animated and the live action remake, which I know we don't count, but I'm just gonna say it. There's just something about Shere Khan when he walks on screen that literally chills me to the bone. Like he is, and I'm gonna explain why. He is a character that I feel like we don't know his true motivation in a way. Like, yes, we know he hates humans. Like, who doesn't? But like, he just doesn't have boundaries and he just shows up. And when he shows up, you're like, oh crap. Like you just feel that dread when he shows up. He's a giant man-eating tiger. And he's always portrayed as huge and intimidating and with this deep voice and these big teeth and literally when the wolves interact with him, you think for a second like a lot of people are going to die right now. There's just like this kind of like icy bone chilling feeling that you get when Shere Khan comes into the room, and that's just his presence. That's not even him in action. So I think that like in action, like he's the kind that circles his prey and kind of backs them into the corner and kind of goes for the long game, which cats as creatures tend to do. They like to play with their prey.
It's only called a
At
game of cat
first.
and mouse for a reason.
Yeah. Like he likes to play with his prey a little bit before he kills them, but you kind of don't know when he's actually going to kill them. So you're kind of just sitting there wondering, like, are you gonna kill me now? Are you gonna kill me now? Are you gonna kill me now? But like he wants literally everyone in the jungle to know that he's not gonna give up. And that
Hmm.
but he doesn't seem to be tired when he just shows up places. He doesn't seem to be frustrated. He's just like, yep, I'm here. What else did you expect? He's the only Disney villain that genuinely terrifies me. And that's why I picked him.
Oh yeah, I would not want to go against Shere Khan.
Ever.
I'm good. I will gladly pass on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take Barbosa than Shere Khan.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to be real?
Um, I'll be honest, I didn't really have much of an argument for this one, just
Okay.
because um Mordu's immortal. He's he's technically an enchanted bear because the the witch gave him in his human form the strength of 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he turned into a bear, the strength transferred. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess he has like the strength of 10 bears, if you want to say
Yeah.
that.
That's
Um,
terrifying. I don't like that either.
he also has very high I said it earlier. I don't remember what it's called now. It's very thick skin, as shown by the axes and arrows and swords that are stuck in his back.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to really kill him is to break the spell that he's under.
Yeah.
Um, I think he's a good opposite for Shere Khan
Oh yeah, that's a great battle.
because where Shere Khan is very tactical, Mordu is 100% at this point a bear, an
Fair.
animal, a predator.
Completely animal. Yeah.
Whereas Shere Khan is very tactical and plays that long game of cat and mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Mordu is very much like, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm going to get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would not scare Shere Khan, but like it would be it'd be a
An
moment.
appropriate match.
Yeah.
And I think it's appropriate because with Mordu's thick skin and strength and durability comes Shere Khan's determinedness. And like, has anyone seen the Jungle Book 2 here? He comes back.
Yeah, he does.
he comes back. Like he gets like completely like made like embarrassed and it's just an embarrassing ending for him really. And then just comes right back. He's like, nope, not dead. I'm back. So like I feel like no matter what Mordu does to Shere Khan, he's just gonna keep coming back. He'll come back a year later, a day later, 15 years later, and he'll be like, nope, not done with you yet. And he's not gonna stop till he's done.
And I feel like Mordu would get tired out eventually, but Shere Khan just has that immense power that even if he, I guess, leaves, like he's always going to recover. I don't know if Mordu can.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm thinking that Shere Khan would get to a point to where he would be like, I need to reevaluate this, which would lead to a forfeit in a way.
I don't think so.
I don't think he'd give up though. That's the thing.
He gives up.
I don't think he'd give up. I don't think he would ever give up. I think it would be more so, I need to stay alive so I can rethink this and win.
Yeah, he would regroup. He does that. He'll take a break and kind of be like, I'm still here.
But that's what tigers do though. They leave their prey and then they come back and they maul it.
Yeah.
But is that what this
way to maul
battle
him to
is?
death.
That's true.
I have a question. So, okay, I'm not too familiar with Brave just because it's been, I mean, I've seen it. It's just been quite a while. But she gives him the strength of 10 men. Does that equal, like, in a I don't know, in like a tricking kind of way, that turns in, like, alluding to a bear is equal to 10 men, or it's like 10 men does transfer to the bear fully?
No, it's the strength transfers to the bear because the whole thing is like, if you don't use this power correctly, or if you lose the love of your family, it's going to go south for you.
Oh, gotcha. I'm just trying to picture like a bear and a tiger going at it, essentially, because they're both just animals.
I would think a tiger would win against a bear, like just in the animal kingdom alone. But these are this is a regular tiger with intense determination and a super bear.
I think
Super bear.
I think I'm gonna go with Shere Khan on this one.
Okay.
Because although he is I guess the bear's four-legged too, but the tiger can, stand on its hind legs and become, if not a little bit shorter, but almost equal to the bear, and then I feel like they would just go for the neck. Although he is immortal, but I feel like Shere Khan.
I feel like the witch would take the
win.
power back though. At some point, I feel like it would.
She doesn't though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. That's true. This is so hard. Oh my god.
Because that's why he's a bear, is because she offered him the power and she was like, just be warned, this spell is gonna go south if this happens. And then it goes south. And
yeah, I gotta go Shere Khan. I
just but like he's immortal though, so I'm like, oh, I don't know.
But Shere Khan just like he won't stop. Like there's no point, honestly.
Won't stop.
I really don't see him losing, even
He
if
got
it
my
takes him a
Jungle Book
long.
2 reference. He knows Shere Khan does not stop.
What are the Instagram polls say? I feel like we have to.
Do you guys want to see what the Instagram poll says?
Sure.
I'm
curious.
Oh, I'm in the middle right now.
Oh my.
It was Shere Khan.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right. Mordu is out.
Oh, Troy, if you want to know more about him, there's a Brave short on Disney Plus called The Tale of Mordu, and it's like 5 minutes. And it's really
No
good.
way. I'm gonna put that in my to-do list.
Add it to Netflix. Add it to Disney Plus list now.
Yeah.
All right, Troy, you ready to fight?
Verbally.
See the fight.
Like,
See the fight.
Oh.
We got the hyenas from The Lion King and the Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp.
I am so excited. For yeah.
Guy, did you want to take it away?
Sure. So
I already have my choice.
Oh no. Oh,
it's
no.
the Siamese, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I know. So
I want to hear. I have
also
no idea,
wanna
so I
hear.
want to hear.
so it's interesting because you'd think that like lions are like the top dog or whatever. But actually I was researching like the characteristics of animals in Africa, and it turns out that the most dangerous apex predators are actually hyenas, just to do with like the pack animals that they are and how like they're able to communicate and work with a team to take down their prey. Not to mention, they were able to start the whole raid of the buffalo killing Mufasa. They ended up killing Scar,
Buffalo.
or wildebeest. Sorry, why did I say
Okay.
buffalo? Sorry, it was. It's like
Same.
remember when we were at Small World and I called the
But we were at Small World and I'm on FaceTime with him. And we love ourselves a good rhino here on Dream of Fantastic
God.
Dream. And so he found a shrub and he looked at it, literally looked at it for half of a second and went, "Look, babe, it's a rhino." And when he showed it to me, we both were like, "Oh, wait. That's a moose."
But yeah, so and they were actually what caused the draining of the Pride Land from all of its natural resources. So they are pretty like dangerous, and they can do a lot of damage to the wildlife around them and to the characters that are involved. They also they caused 3 major deaths in the film, which is pretty significant. What's so freaking funny? I don't know what I did.
I don't know.
Armida texting me saying he did research.
I feel attacked.
I did research too.
I love that you did research. It makes me so
Yeah, well, yeah.
It just caught me off guard because I glance at my phone and it's just he did research.
And their reflexes are one of the most like skilled in the animal world, just to how fast they are. And they're actually like, the way that their mind works is they're able to combat lions, which is super, super cool. So they can take out really large predators pretty easily. So I really don't think if they went up against 2 house cats that they would really, lose against that. There's 3 against 2.
I have the debate that these are the stupidest hyenas in the pack.
Shenzi is actually really smart though. It's just Ed that's like,
Oh, she's
pretty
just
dumb.
I feel like individually, like Bonsai and Shenzi can really get it done. But when they're together, it's like us. Like, I don't doubt that all of us 4 are very intellectual, like people who can just get it done. But for some reason, when we get together,
it's ball.
like idiot central for some reason.
See, but here's the thing. They literally caused the wildebeest to attack Mufasa. They started that whole riot.
Leading
to
his death.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't their idea, but they were able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But they also
3
didn't have to
against
do
an
a
army.
lot. Well, wildebeest are skittish. Wildebeest will run.
I mean, they also killed Scar.
That is a better
They
argument.
literally they mauled him to death.
But the whole pack murdered Scar, not just the 3 of
Those
them.
3.
That is true.
But
That's fair.
You did
It was
say
like hundreds of hyenas.
It wasn't
you
that
did-
many.
You did say that they do attack larger prey. Or prey. What did I just say?
They go up against
Larger predators.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these cats are tiny.
Which would be easier for them to
The
do.
argument starts.
They could literally grab them and rip their heads off. Like, it's not that hard.
Well, first off, that was a joke if no one could tell. But the Siamese cats, they are so they do play cat and mouse a lot, They'll do a little something here, a little something there. They could even honestly, in my opinion, I feel like they could just take out all 3 of them. And they work together as well. It's not like, oh, this one does one and this one does the other. It's like they work together. They're like such a great duo that they use their strengths obviously to their strengths. And like if one has a blind spot, that other cat is the eyes. You know what I mean?
Can I make a dumb argument here?
Yes.
I feel like the Siamese like cats would like sing their song, and then Bonsai, Shenzi, and Ed would just vibe. And they would just vibe so hard that the Siamese cats could just take him out right there.
But they're also
Like,
super
yeah, this song
fast. So
sucks.
like I don't if they like went up against each other, I feel like the Siamese cats wouldn't be able to get very far without them getting tired and ended
They
up
are
losing.
very agile, though. Is that the right word?
Like there's a
Okay.
whole
Yeah.
scene where the hyenas are chasing 2 lions and they nearly kill Simba and Nala.
But the lions are. Oh, you mean baby?
Yeah,
Baby.
which is roughly the same size as the Siamese cats.
But they're
Mhm.
not agile. Like
I don't think they have to be.
When I think of the Siamese cats, I think like stealth ninjas.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to go for, but I didn't. I don't know. I couldn't think of the word.
I think this mashup is very situational.
Yeah. Because if we're talking like an open land or like, I don't know, a house. I don't know.
If
But I
you
feel
have
like-
hyenas in your house, oh boy, that sucks for you.
True.
I think if the Siamese cats have cover, then they're gonna be doing a lot more damage than you think they're gonna. But if it's just an open plain, there's not really anywhere for them
Yeah.
to hide.
But I feel like they kind of scan the area and they use that to their advantage. Because it's like they go from like one spot to the next. And they don't even like they don't necessarily even have to look. Like that's how like planned out, how well thought out their plan is, you know?
Mhm.
All right.
They also terrified me as a kid. Like Armida had Shere Khan, the Siamese cats were mine. I was like,
Really?
no, no, no.
I
Mine
couldn't
was-
watch Jungle Book forever.
Also-
Mine was Ursula.
Oh,
She creepy.
Oh, I didn't have any.
I'm fearless.
Maybe it was because I had a
No.
love for Ariel that I was like, oh hell no, my girl, no.
Armida,
But
get that red wig.
Armida, who are
Let me-
you?
Let me get the red wig out. Hold
Who
on.
are you?
Real-
Who are you thinking?
Real quick though, I feel like the Siamese cats could like pin them up against each other. You know what I mean? Like have them fight for them.
Because
But
they
anyways.
already bicker.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, that's it. That's all I have.
Okay. I can't believe I'm taking this seriously, but I'm gonna pick the hyenas.
Yeah.
face.
To the
Let's
Instagram
go.
polls, because we know my opinion.
The Instagram poll also chose the hyenas from that.
Ah.
Boo. No offense to the Instagram people who voted, but
What was the score?
23 to 11.
I
It was pretty significant. Yeah.
like how it's 11 and they're twins, so like 1 and 1.
Oh, that's
Gemini.
yeah, cool.
We're all winners here.
Yeah, we
Siamese
are.
twin. The Siamese cats were Geminis.
Oh God. So I'm like looking up like what's gonna happen for the next episode, and it's literally Shere Khan versus the hyenas, and I'm scared.
Black.
Oh wow, we're up against each other again.
All right, so up next is Randall from Monsters Inc. with Armida, and Stinky Pete with Jared.
Not me. It's Troy.
Oh,
Me.
Troy. Sorry, yeah, Troy, because you had cough.
I
He's
like-
Stinky Pete, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I like how you said versus Armida, and I was like, Armida's not
Oh
a
no.
villain.
Oh, did I say versus? Oh, I meant with. Okay.
With. I thought you said with. I
I
thought
thought I
it-
said with too. I didn't know I
but it
said
sound-
versus.
To me, it sounded like you were like versus Armida. Like Armida was the villain.
Oh,
No, he sees me as a Disney villain in his mind. So
she's
I
mother.
remember-
She's Mother Gothel.
but
no, you said I was the evil queen
Oh yeah.
on an episode like I don't know. It was the So This Is Love episode. He was like, I think I see you more as the evil queen. And I was like, hello.
Because you're the prettiest of them all.
True.
She's the wannabe
she's
pretty.
not the fairest. The point is, she's not the fairest of them all.
Well, have you seen Snow White's nose?
She's not attractive either, so let's be real.
I mean, I look like Rachel Zegler, who's playing Snow White. So
She's attractive.
True.
Snow White's not.
Oh, Rachel. Oh. Me just realizing who Rachel Zegler is because of West Side Story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
All right, are you guys ready?
All right,
Yes.
Randall versus Pete. Here we go. Troy, do you want to go first? I've been going first a lot.
Sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, my main point is that Pete has all these abilities that are showcased through various episodes and all that, he can drive a boat, he's able to like do like there's probably a whole list, but like each episode or that he's in at least, there's like things that he can do and use, you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Like he has all these
He's versatile.
yeah, basically.
Very versatile.
Mhm.
I mean, he said quiet, let me talk now. But yes, you can go.
Okay, are you done?
Yes.
If you have more, you
At least for now.
Okay, cool. So Randall, I mean,
Randall's scary as hell. I'm just gonna put that out there. He
Thank
makes
you.
me so uncomfortable.
Randall's a little crap.
Randall, I think Randall is like, and especially with Monsters University giving us a little bit more like view into his backstory, Randall essentially is a friend who was scorned, which I think is more
That's
dangerous
true.
than an ex scorned, honestly.
Mhm.
And through that, like he went to college and he was like top of his class, and I think that he's super smart and super crafty. He paints himself as a helper and a good guy, and make sure that he maintains that image. Unlike earlier when I was talking about Jafar, who aligns himself with that and then goes for the kill.
Mhm.
Randall will still go for the kill, but he wants to make sure you never know that he did it.
That's
And he's
true.
gonna keep being like, he's gonna keep on being the nice guy and keep on playing like just the sassy friend in the locker room every now and then. Like, but you're never gonna know that he's struck in the first place. He's a chameleon. He's like a chameleon type, unlike Pete, who just kind of bumbles about.
Mhm.
I kind of feel like Randall's more likely to sneak up on Pete in a similar manner that he did with Sully in the first movie, where he just immediately
Oh,
pulls
yeah.
him into a chokehold whilst blending into the background. So he's going to be completely invisible while just choking the mess out of Pete. It's very clear that Randall doesn't really care about size.
Mhm.
He can kind of just he's able to sneak up on pretty much anyone. I think he also has a considerable amount of strength, and not just in like his whole body and the way that he's able to contort, but also just in his hands. He was able to completely move Mike's arms. And I know you know exactly what I'm talking about when he's moving Mike's arms around to represent the block. Randall's a lot stronger than he looks.
I don't like this.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I really don't like Randall.
I love
So
how I was like
uncomfortable.
I love how I was like so interested. I was like, what are they gonna say next? And I was like, oh, that's me. I have to say something. But I feel like Pete's overall just stronger than Randall. Cause like
We thought Sully was too, and Randall could have easily killed Sully if Mike hadn't thrown a snowball on his face.
fair, but Pete's not Sully, I feel like he's
But
Pete gets foiled by a tiny mouse.
I was just about to
it's
say
almost
that.
stupider.
yeah, but that's not Randall though. You know what I mean? A mouse versus a
smarter
very
than-
large reptile, But
Okay.
I feel like Pete is able to handle Randall in like just with his strength by alone,
I think
because
I think Pete would be dead if Mickey Mouse wasn't such a good guy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
that's also fair. But the part where Randall gets hit, where Boo just like keeps repetitively hitting.
Beating him with a bat.
Yeah, that's I
If
feel
Pete
like
could take a bat and just go.
yeah, or just like throw him against the wall and just
Yeah.
like
All right. I have my answer. I don't
I
know,
have my
Jared.
answer.
I'm gonna
feel
go.
like I know the answers.
I'm gonna go with Randall.
I'm going with Randall.
Oh God.
Scarface.
I think Sky's
Thinking
just more
about him
afraid
like
of
makes
Randall.
me so uncomfortable.
When the big hand points down.
Stop! Don't make those hand motions, okay? I'm gonna turn off the camera. And you're just gonna sit there with a black screen because I do not want this image in my mind. That actually, I'm gonna take that back. Mine was not Ursula, it was Randall.
I kind of want to know.
He
now
was
what the
my
Instagram poll
monster.
Said, though.
I can look
What?
it up real quick.
I'm just curious about all of them.
Oh, this is the other way. Hold on. It was Randall. Yeah, Randall won. 17-11.
That's
11
pretty
again.
close. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too far off. Yeah.
11 again.
Troy has 11 people in his corner.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Armida,
I
you
was
took
those
both
11
of
accounts.
yours for the animal one.
Ah.
All right.
And y'all laughed at me for picking Randall.
I didn't laugh at you. It was just I was not expecting it. All right. Up next is Brer Fox and Brer Bear versus Ka from the Jungle Book.
I'm
Yeah, let's
obsessed.
get it. Let's get it, boy.
I had to go controversial, not because of the film, just because of like the characters. I think they're like really underrated, in a lot of different ways. But do you want to start?
Yes, I do, because I have a very quick argument.
Okay.
I think it would be, honestly, I think it'd be a really quick match. I think it would roll down to Ka hypnotizing Brer Bear, which is all of the muscle, pretty much wrapping Brer Fox into a chokehold until he was just, and then he would go in, then he would go in for the kill for Brer Bear. And since Brer Bear doesn't have his brain anymore, because that's what Brer Fox is, there wouldn't be anything to do. I think Ka wins in a landslide.
It's funny because I actually went with that too. I was like, Ka is going to try to take the advantage and hypnotize Brer Bear, but Brer Fox will strategize and try to kill Ka. Of course, if he takes that, then there's not much he can do. But Brer Fox is very, very cunning and goal driven. And he also is able to like set traps for Ka and really take him out that way. Because in Song of the South, there's a lot of different traps that he sets for Brer Fox. And he's able to easily foil him a bunch of different times. So why would a snake be that much harder? Really using Brer Bear as a distraction to take him out. They also use they are both really, really dangerous apex predators. That when hungry or threatened, they can do some serious damage. Especially Brer Bear. And not only that, they also carry around massive clubs so they can easily knock the crap out of Ka and easily kill him that way. There's a lot of force that both of them have, not physically, but mentally as well, that I think they could easily topple him.
I think they would underestimate how big Ka is, because in the animation and the live action, Ka's predicted to be like 50 feet long.
Yeah, he's massive.
I think that would definitely play to an advantage, because
Mhm.
I think Brer Fox would very much focus on Ka's head, which he should initially, but that would, leave 45 feet of snake to get him.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I would honestly say that I feel like Brer Bear would more go for the head because he's like not as smart, but Brer Fox would go more of like the offense and really take the traps to really find a way to slow Ka down and then do more damage to him on his body, especially with the club really doing internal damage, and making him bleed from the inside out, causing him to basically suffer and choke on his own blood, killing him.
That got very gruesome very fast.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm just saying,
Wow.
two apex predators going at one snake from two different angles, I think he could do a lot of damage. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Armida, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Ka.
Okay.
Me too.
All right.
But you brought us some really good points.
Yeah, you
So I was
brought up
like,
some really good points.
ooh.
You did.
I was on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a second, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Ka.
I mean, he is pretty powerful.
Mhm.
He a big boy.
He is big, yeah.
Could you imagine seeing a 45-foot snake? That
Yes.
would not be fun.
I would not want to
Oh.
see that.
No.
Wait, does
Don't
this
think
mean it's Randall versus Ka in the next episode?
Why are they the same thing?
Yeah, it is.
I should
Uh,
have known I was picking my own villain. I should have been picking my own opponent. I should have known that.
All right, now on to the human side of the villains. Mother Gothel versus Judge Claude Frollo.